Folks, do you want to do something amazing? Do you want to do something different in 2026? Well, I can tell you, as somebody who went on an amazing health journey in 2025, somebody who's built a community from scratch in 8 years, or maybe a real estate portfolio in 15 years, most of you are one thing away from fundamentally changing your life. And I read a quote from Bo Eckstein the other day that I want him to share because I think it just hits the point better than I ever could. Bo, what do you got? What's the quote?
Here we go. If I audited most people's finances, skills, and opportunities, the problem isn't capital or ideas, it's commitment. They never stay in the game long enough to win.
That last line, they never stay in the game long enough, is exactly what I see in this world. We are full of instant gratification. We are full of easy buttons. And again, as somebody who's done lots of amazing things, it always takes longer than you expect. It all comes down to discipline. What turned out to be a superpower of mine, which I didn't even know I had, but now is one I treasure, it's discipline. I commit to something and I just do it. I don't rely on motivation. I don't feel good most days. I averaged 18,000 steps a day for a fucking year. Why? Because I wanted to get to sub 10% body fat. Not because I liked walking for 3 freaking hours. It's because I had a goal. I didn't build a 70,000 YouTube subscriber list by doing 1 video a week. No, motherfucker. I did 3 videos a day. So again, how bad do you want it? Stay in the game. Stay committed. Keep working. Grind. Success will happen.
I love that. I'm freaking motivated. That's why I love doing these calls. Look, if you're watching this right now, be motivated, guys. It's like, that's what I always was attracted to you about. It wasn't like you were like this amazing ninja, right? It's like you're a guy that just puts in the work and just does it and puts his head down and grinds. Like he will grind every day, 18,000 steps, whatever, 6, 7, 8 miles walking every day on top of working out, on top of eating a little bit better. And you went from like 34% down to whatever you did.
Sub 12. 10. I got to sub 12.
All right. So anyways, that's like pretty amazing. And so when I see people like that, I go, okay, you need to do that in order, because I think what happens is we go on social media today and everybody is so successful and we feel bad about ourselves, right? Like I go on there and I go, how do these guys do it? They're, they've got the Lamborghinis, they've got this and that. Now, a lot of those guys are fraudsters, but the average day person, the average Mike and Bo and right, we're guys that just commit, right? And that's what I've learned many, many years ago is like, you have to commit. And I was never good with diet. I was talking about this. It's like, get rid of all the temptations. If you
just remove it from the home,
protein, right?
Exactly. If it's not in the home, you can't eat it.
Yep. So how do we transition that to 2026? Because we're at the start of the year. I hope you guys were already planning prior to this, but if you're not, I hope this resets your mindset right now to get into a business, to get into your next rental property, to take action and stay committed.
Yeah. Again, I live out loud, right? My goal for 2026, my Misogi, is the hardest thing I've ever done, right? Marathon year 1, sub 10% body fat, which I missed, but got sub 12. I'm going to write an article every day, right? Originally, the goal was 5 days a week. I was going to take the weekend off. But of course, my broken ass decided, well, if you can do it 5 days, why can't you do it 7? So we're already 7 days in, and you can find on my school or my LinkedIn profile 7 different articles. And I'm going to do it 365 days. Why is this the hardest thing I've ever done? I suck at writing. When you read my articles, you will undoubtedly find misspelled words, more likely wrong words in the wrong locations, because again, autocorrect identifies a lot of the spelling words now, thank goodness. But again, I am not good at it. Why am I doing this? I want to be a better writer. I believe creation of content, building of a brand is about creating, not consuming. I already create plenty of video. Now I'm going to write, which is a weakness. So again, you can look forward to seeing an article a day from me for the next 358 days as my goal. And that's just how it works. I'm committed. I will do it. I'm writing 30 minutes a day, every day. And what are you doing? What is your goal, folks? What do you want to get done? Know the activities required and then freaking do the work. Just do the work every day. Do the work a little bit and you'll be 1% better.
I love that. I know. I mean, if you're watching this right now, I hope you set your intention today to do whatever that is. Is that getting into a business? You go to onerentalmeeting.com, schedule a call with me. If that's getting more deep into your real estate investing, you join Michael's school community, right? The other day, for example, I committed to a cohort, joined somebody else's cohort, where I paid him money to join his group to learn to be to write a better newsletter. Because I want to take mine. I have about 15,500 people on my newsletter. I want to take that up to 50,000 by the end of 2026. So you got to get in the right rooms. We say this every time. You got to get motivated. And that's the accountability. If you want to get better at YouTube, you join a YouTube group, right? That's focus. If you want to get better at real estate investing, you join the school group. I want to get better at newsletter. I joined a cohort. I do this all the time for anything I want to get better at. I go find somebody that's good at doing that. And I go, hey, I want to join your group, right? That's exactly what you do. Then you get around the right people who are motivated like you and who are going to keep you committed, right? Because I came on to this show with Michael today and he was pretty energizing. That's going to create a new energy for me the rest of the day. Because now I'm thinking, if Mike can do it, I can do it, right? If Mike can go from 34% body fat down to sub 12, I can do that, right? And so whatever that is for you, do it, because this is the start of the year. 12 months from now, we could all be in a much better position where we want to be closer, whether it's fitness, owning more rental properties, buying your first business, getting into a gateway business, writing your first book, starting your YouTube channel. What is it for you? And do it. Don't just think about it. Do it. I mean,
it's funny. I think about all the amazing things I've done in my life. And here's just a small list of them that I can remember. So I was 16 years old. I was working at Sears and we sold these things called maintenance agreements. And everybody had a quota. It was like 3 or 4% of whatever you sold had to be these maintenance agreements. And once a month they had a dinner for the highest producers. And for the longest time, these dinners were full of, 40, 50, 60-year-olds selling washers and dryers and, refrigerators and Kenmore appliances. And here I am, I bust in as a kid at 16. And these events were full of, it was the first time I was at a dinner where alcohol was everywhere, right? And again, I'm 16, I can't drink and don't drink, Mom, if you watch this. But I was like, this is a different world, right? These guys were full-time. They were making $100,000 a year in 1988, 89, selling refrigerators and all of that. And how did I do that? I simply read all the manuals and all the books on all the equipment I was saying. So that when I tried to sell the maintenance agreement, I was saying intelligent things. And then, I go off and, I help 3 different software companies take ideas from whiteboards to $100 million. I did that once in as short as 35 months, right? So we did that for 3 different products. Again, it's focused discipline. Then out of nowhere, I created a YouTube channel, sitting in Taiwan. And now it's, 17,000 videos later. It is where it is. The brand, One Rental at a Time, is now a 7-figure brand by accident, no employees. Not to mention a real estate portfolio that allowed me to retire at 45 with plenty of FU money. It is all the same stuff. Focus and daily execution. Damn your motivation. Your motivation doesn't mean squat. You show up every day because you told yourself you're going to show up every day. Have some extreme ownership or simply stop talking about it, right? You want to get healthy, but you don't want to do the work? Stop talking about it. You want to get started in real estate, but don't want to do the work? Stop talking about it. You're wasting your time. That's what I think.
And it makes you extremely frustrated. And the other thing I will note about you, which I think helps in a big way, and I've noticed, is that you track everything. I mean, you always have a spreadsheet where you can look, and it doesn't have to be every little detail, but you need a scoreboard, right? A scorecard. And so I never did that well. And I think that is an important lesson I've taken from you is just look, you want to know your benchmarks. What's your body weight? What's your body fat? How many miles did you do? How many days did you go to the gym? What did you eat?
Exactly.
How many deals did you look at this week? How many offers did you make? Whatever that is for you, how do you get that accountability? And I'm sure in your school community, you probably have some accountability groups and partners, right? That's a lot of things.
10 accountability groups, 10.
Yeah.
accountability.
So
Yeah.
that's
So
why your
yeah,
group's grown so fast. Is because they have community. You need community because when you're a solopreneur, it's lonely, but at least you have a
yeah.
community and you have people you can get energy from, and that keeps you driven because you're like, yes, I got other people like me that are moving and they're not sitting around watching TV and wasting their time.
Yeah. The last thing I'll tell you on this, because I'm very passionate about it. And again, I didn't appreciate it for 50 years. I've only come to appreciate how broken I am or my superpower in the last 3 years because so many people don't have it, frankly. And now it just stands out like a, a big bat signal that I'm so happy that this is my superpower, this discipline that I have. Is what I would tell someone is I already hear people all the time with excuses. I'm busy, you don't get it, whatever, right? We can compare how busy you are with my life for 20 years, but I won't do that. What I will tell people is, okay, fine. I can excuse missing one day for some reason, but you are not in my world ever, ever allowed to miss two. Once you miss two for whatever your goal is, walking 10,000 steps, looking at your buy box, whatever, eating clean. If you miss 2 days in a row, you've broken the habit and you've got to start over. Never miss 2 days in a row. Fuck your excuses. They're all crap. You get one, you don't get two.
Yeah. And that's the thing that used to always trigger me is you're doing good on a diet or whatever, and then you binge, and then you're like, oh, screw it, right? And you don't do it. But like, it's okay. You're not going to be perfect, but if you can't keep that behavior going, because that's how you'll never win. That's what was my problem for many years is I yo-yo. I like to go out to eat and binge. And then it's like, oh, well, I'm going to go out to eat again and binge and eat the things I don't need to eat. So like the discipline is really what wins everything. And like, you can go online and look at these guys that have, hockey stick, but a lot of those guys end up falling to the ground. And so if you're just a normal person, the average Joe, you just got to be disciplined, and the discipline actually becomes really rewarding because
it becomes a muscle. When you build discipline, like I have now that I can call it a superpower, it's a muscle and it just drives you to whatever you want. It just takes time to build that muscle. Right. And I think it's amazing, but we're here to talk about small businesses, franchise, all of that. If some people see a passion for buying a small business, buying a franchise, buying vending, wanting to get started in this game. And oh, by the way, please tease your upcoming book. You just sent me the book cover. Congratulations to you for creating your second book already. But how do people reach out? And let's tease the book a little.
Yeah, the book's called How to Get SBA Financing to Buy Your First Business, because my mission is to help 1 million people over the next 10 years. Go from aspiring business owner to a successful business owner. And that'll be launching in February. But love to have conversations with you. Go to onerentalmeeting.com and book a call there. And I'd love to get on and even if you're not quite ready, I'll still spend time with you and probably encourage you to get ready, get into a gateway business, get some tax write-off, get some cash flow coming in, get ready to get downsized in the future with AI. It's happening, it seems like, more and more. So you want a plan B, as Michael Zuber said, you with a plan B, if that's something that you will commit to, I think is the mission. Commit to learning. If you commit to learning and taking action and learning to see if there's a business that fits, that's all I ask for. Not dabble, just commit to learn.
There you go. OneRentalMeeting.com. Go get your 15 minutes. Bo's amazing. Might have you take his Oracle or business assessment, whatever it is. But again, he will care for you. He will take care of you. And shout out to ORAT fans. Somebody else just bought a package of 8 vending machines as a appetizer to start businesses. So I always think that's pretty cool. Shout out them. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.